Hello, this is Barry Anderson from the Trade Ideas Live Trading Room. It is Wednesday, April the 8th. This is the address to get into the room, and you can log in with your Facebook or your Twitter account. Well, today was FOMC day, and you know, up until the last one, last month, and this one, typically I don't do very much on FOMC days. After the first hour, they can be very, very boring, dry, because everybody is waiting to see what is going to be said in the minutes that are released at 2 p.m. But last month's was very active, and this month's was equally as active. I mean, this was just a great day in the room, to be honest with you. There were lots of activity, lots of things to do. I missed a lot, but I did take two really good trades, and I'm going to go over some of the ones that I took. The first one was DYAX. Actually, before I do that, let's just take a look at the SPY because this is where all the action was. And here's the right here. Here's the first candle, and you can see this is a 5-minute candle. You can see that the initial reaction was let's go down, and then a huge pop up, another pop up and down. But it looks like right now that the market has digested whatever was said, and looks like it's all systems go again. But just for a brief 10-minute period, it looked like the market was going to collapse. But I mean, this is unbelievable how this candle just wiped out all of that. So anyway. We don't have to worry about that for another month. So let's go back to the first trade I took for today, which was not that one. Deo. DYAX. DYAX came from, this is my multi-strategy window. Somebody asked me about how to create. If I have time, I'll actually show you how to do something like this. It's quite simple, but the bottom line is that I have a bunch of different strategies in here. Here are some of them, okay, that I've put in here, all in one window, so that I don't have to, I do have other windows that I do look at, other alert windows, but I just now have one main one that I'm looking at. And you can see that Diax was alerted to at 9:38 and the price was 29.16. Now, this is a little early for me, I have to admit, but the market looked good. And Diax has been a strong one over the past little while, so I thought I would take the trade almost immediately. And excuse me, what did I say? It was 29.16. So didn't get in quite there, got in at 29. So the alert happened on this candle. I took the trade right here at 29.25. I exited some almost immediately. These are 5-minute candles. So I exited some at 29.55. And then I was really hoping I was going to get $1 on this, and it looks like I did. Well, no, that's 30.22. 29.25 was my entry, but the bid wasn't up there either. So as it started coming down, and it was looked like it was going to, well, it actually went through the whole number of 29 again. I decided to exit the trade at 29.85, and this is actually going to be my trade of the day. I do another video for Tumblr every day, and this I thought was going to be my trade of the day until the actual trade of the day came up, which I'm going to go over a little later. Now you can see it came back down and then it popped way up again. So it would have been nice if I'd held on a little bit, but the buy techs are very hot today again. Now they dropped off a little bit. Let me just take a look at IBB. See, here they popped up, a little bit of consolidation, and then a massive run, and then a bit of a pullback consolidation. I think this is the drop, FOMC drop, and then back. So it looks like, I mean, they're up. It's up $9 today, so it looks like maybe the biotech sector is starting to recover from all the mess over the last couple of weeks. So that was that one. Lulu. Lululemon, they had an upgrade in the morning, and it actually came on this one again. So these green ones, well, and I missed this one. I missed my MYL. Really, this was, well, let's take a look at, you're going to see that this one was crazy today. The alert came in at 61.93. 61.93. So right around this area. And I missed it. It happened so quickly. It was really ticked off, to be honest with you. But it just sort of popped around and then all of a sudden it just accelerated. And this is on news that it's going to be buying, let's see if I can remember, BRGS. No. You know, it's too bad. I can't remember the name of the company. Sort of like that, but it's a $200 a share company. But so this has been all over the place since that news. Popped up, down, up, down, and now it's accelerating almost to $70. I think the high was 70.21. So again, strange. The acquiring company, which is Mylan, is the one also going up. And I again think they're offering $200 a share, approximately for $205 a share for this company. I'm sorry, the name escapes me, but anyway, that was one that I didn't get into. And so when Lulu hit, I was bound and determined to take it. 69.65. And let's see what happened. LU. And so it was right around, yeah, 69, oh yeah, 69.65 was probably right around there. And then it came down. And so I watched it come down. And Lulu can be a very difficult trader. It can be very spready and very whippy. But on this action here, I decided to take the trade right here. Looked like it was going to go much higher. 69.72, I got in. Got as high as 69.97. I think if it had popped through 70, we would have been on our way. Didn't happen. And on this candle here, I was lucky to get out 69.55 from 69.72. So I took a loss on this one, and I was actually trying to get in out at around 69.65-ish, but this was just too quick. And then it's just sort of chopped around for the balance of the day. So this turned out to be a loss. Now I did have another couple of trades, ARMH and HLT, but they proved to be inconsequential. That's my word now. So I'm going to go over the other one. And when I say inconsequential, there was no, I was flat in both of them, basically. I think I made a couple of pennies on HLT, and ARMH I was flat on. CBMG was the trade of the day. And boy, was it ever. CBMG. This is one that was identified by myself in our pre-market during the trading room. The trading room opens at 8 o'clock, and I'm usually there about 7:30 to be honest. But uh, I'm always looking for potential reversal plays. That's the first thing I look for, and looking for stocks that are down $2, $3, $4 to see maybe if they can reverse during the day. So I'm looking at my notes. This is the very first one that I mentioned, and you can see that it closed here, I think it was around 25.20-ish. And so it got all the way down to $20. So we're talking about a $5 drop. And this is the pre-market, okay? So it only touched there briefly. And here on this volume bar right there is the open. You could see it very, very choppy. Hard to take any sort of action on this. It was very spready. Sometimes the spread was 60, 70, 80 cents, so it was very difficult. But I did have it on a thumbnail chart, and I was watching it. And what got me interested in it is as it started approaching the close of yesterday. And when it popped over the close of yesterday, I took the trade at 25.39, but I had to hold on because it dropped down to 24.65. I didn't take as many shares as I was normally do because again the spread was bad, and I had to suffer through, very briefly. It was about 20 seconds that the bid dropped all the way down. And then it popped back up again, and I sort of breathed a sigh of relief. And finally, it started to go, and I took out half at 26.50, so it's like $1.11 on the first half. Withstood this tail right there and held on. It looked like it was going to. There's 27.93. Looked like it was going to go through 28. It's actually hoping to get a couple of dollars on the trade, but as it started coming down, I exited the trade at 27.30. And in hindsight, it would have been nice to have been able to hold some of this because it eventually did go through 28 and actually got up to 29. But this action right here could have just as well have been this action. So it could have just dropped, and it would have killed me to have it drop below what I paid for it. So you just never know. It was highly, highly volatile. But it just turned out to be a fantastic trade. The other one that worked out pretty well was ATHM. And ATHM came from, again, let's see, I have to see if I can find it here. I'm just going to put this on pause for a second. I had so many alerts. Yes, ATHM at $50.29. All these green ones are my custom. This is a custom strategy that I've had for about 3 years now, and it is really starting to kick in well. And it basically it is just it's a momentum playing trade because some of the things when I'm looking at them they're way extended, but it just doesn't seem to matter for this particular strategy at certain times. The market was up at the time, and so it obviously helps. Also, this is a China stock. China was absolutely on fire today, and stocks like BITA, QIHU, YY, all these internet stocks, internet content and information stocks, they were absolutely on fire today. So I had to take this trade, and so 50.29 was the alert, and I got into the trade. So the alert would have come in right up here. This is when I would have first had the alert. You see how it pulled back? I waited on it just a little bit, and this candle should be right there. Took the trade right here at 50.39. Immediately got out some at 50.65 because I was watching YY. If I take a look at YY, which was a horrible miss by me. I'm going to show you where I was alerted on it. You see, it just popped up, but this was happening at the time that I was getting into ATHM, and it sort of bothered me. So I was really wanting to take profit quickly on this. I didn't want it to start falling. And then I exited the last bid at 51.08 from 50.39. Again, I was hoping to I wanted to get a bid of 51.39, but I didn't get it. It pulled back, and then afterwards, it just zipped up also. But pretty choppy through this area. But a really nice trade coming from my custom alert. So this is YY, and this hurts. I have also got now. Some of you may have the 30-minute opening range break. I know it's there. When I say it's there, I mean we shared it with the room. Anybody who wants it can have it. But we've also now put together a 15-minute one, and this will be in the optimized channel. This is not for sharing right now. But you see here, 59.85 is when I was alerted. 9:58 at 59.85 for YY, and look at what it did. It's unbelievable. 50. What did I say? 59.85. So right in this area here, and it went all the way up to 65.59. So we're talking about $5. Um, yeah, we're talking about $5 on this stock as a rise just on the opening 15-minute break. So something to look forward to, guys. I mean, this optimized channel is coming. I can't tell you exactly when, probably, hopefully within a couple of months, but it's going to be pretty exciting because it'll be optimized every day. And I'm not saying everything is not going to work just like this, but we've got a fighting chance when it gets optimized every day that the odds are going to be in our favor on all the strategies in that optimized channel. So I think I said I was going to do something about the multi-strategy window, but I think I'm running out of time. So maybe tomorrow, if it's not quite as active, I will take a look at that. Somebody was asking me, how do I put all these strategies in here? You know what? I'll just do it quickly. If you want to hang on, I'll just do it very quickly. Basically, what you do is this. Here's a strategy, okay, on my alert window. So you right-click it, you go collaborate, and then you copy all. All right. So that's the first step. Basically, you're going to take a look at all the alert windows that you want to put into a multi-strategy. So you start with one of your alert windows. You do what I did. And then I'm just going to go to File Tools, but I'm going to go to, I don't know what happens if I click on it here. I didn't lose it. Okay. New multi-strategy window. All right. And I'm just going to get rid of this. And now you right click. You see how it says strategies, new strategy, collaborate. I'm going to collaborate. I'm going to paste. And if I check, right click, strategy, you see the lifetime high was added in there. It's that simple. And then all I do is I go to the colors and I basically just figure out, I figure out my background color, my foreground color, and I just give it a color that makes sense to me that I want. So I can now so when I quickly look at all of these windows, I know, I mean, their strategy name is here, but sometimes the strategy name can be really long, and it takes up too much space. So by coloring this, I immediately know which one it is. After using them enough, you get to know which is which. So hopefully that makes a lot of sense to you. And the big thing it does, it obviously saves some screen space. It allows you to put a lot of your alerts windows in one window and monitor it just by just looking at this one. And the only downside is that on the actions, you can only have one sound for the entire window. I know we've asked, I know there's been a suggestion, is there any way you can have the different sounds for the different for the different strategies in here? But who knows? It might come down the road, but right now it's just one sound for the whole window. All right, that's it. Um, just bring back the cover page. And again, here's how to get into the room. And I hope to see you in the trading room tomorrow.